Welcome back, everybody, to SPANK'UM Chess. I am B Hood, and this is the third rendition. This is the third episode of Bullies of Bullet Brawl, and featuring Hikaru Nakamura. And as you guys well know, just even today is March 19th, he went on a 55-game win streak. And I know you guys have been anticipating on me, waiting to see what I say about Nakamura and how vicious he is in the Bullet Brawl. Well, let's say in this particular game, he's playing, it wasn't a game from today, but this one really highlighted how he could really get down in a 3-minute bullet chess. So let's just straight get to it. So in this game, his opponent, FIDE Master Anime, he is rated at 25-24, and Nakamura is at 32-21. This game was played earlier this year in January. So his opponent starts off E4, and he starts off, look how he disrespects the game with A6. This is called the St. George defense. So A6, his opponent goes knight to F3, and he goes C5. He makes this a transition into the Sicilian defense O'Kelly variation. The O'Kelly variation is a flexible and solid option for black in the Sicilian defense. It often leads to positions where black has good control over the central squares and potential queenside counterplay, while white typically seeks to consolidate their central advantage and develop their pieces harmoniously. The opponent plays D4, C captures D4, knight captures D4, E5, threatening the knight, kicking the knight away, knight to B3, and knight to F6. So knight to F6 is simultaneously attacking the pawn on D4, on E4, and his opponent plays F3. Now this was a slight inaccuracy. It is switched from the O'Kelly / Thaimano variation, where white tends to push their F3 pawn. Nakamura goes D5, immediately undermining the center. Bishop to G5 and D5. So now he has solid control over the center. He's preventing his B1 knight from developing unless he goes into what I mentioned before, an unnatural square. So C3 attacking, and knight to C6. Now that was a great move. Even though you guys cannot see the time like I can, his opponent is at 2 minutes 49 seconds. Hikaru's at 2:23, and even though he's down in time, he's up in initiative. Bishop to E2, bishop to E6, and castle on the king side, queen to B6. And that is a discover check against his opponent. His opponent easily slides out of the way, anticipating the move. Rook A to D8. So rook to D8, he's threatening to push the pawn forward. He's looking to threaten to push the pawn forward, maybe even capturing the knight and doubling up the pawns. So his opponent goes queen to C2 and bishop to E7. So now he's getting his pieces into the game, but as you can see, his opponent still has his knight on B1 sitting at the back rank. His opponent goes rook to D1. Now that is a blunder. Let's see how fast he makes this move. Boom, he castles on the king side, and he did that without even changing the clock. His opponent takes another 3 seconds to make a move. Knight B to D2. So now, boom, knight to G4. Look how tricky and nasty this move is. He captures the bishop. He can get the fork with the check. His opponent greedily captures the bishop on E7. Now look, boom. His opponent must move the king, so the king goes back to G2, G1, and Nakamura knocks off the bishop on E7. If his opponent were to greedily capture the knight, then D3 would be deadly. So let's see how it continues. His opponent goes rook to F1. So now he pushes forward. D3. Look at just the savvy of this all. Just look at the savvy. How he sets up the moves. Although his opponent is a FIDE master, Hikaru Nakamura is a grandmaster, you can see the difference of the setup. His opponent drops back C1, queen to C1, and now this is where all the beauty comes in. Knight to H3 check. That's a double discover check. His king into the corner, and watch this. Pow! The smothered mate. Must capture with the rook. And knight to f2 checkmate. This is why he is the #1 bully of Bullet Brawl. He's the #1 bully of Bullet Brawl. #2, GM Daniel Noroditsky. Hi, y'all. So here we go again. Dynamic and tactical game. A3. And now, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Spank Chess. I am BM.